Payment Alliance Solutions Center, how may I help you? This week on PAI DIY, we're going to cover programming Hyosung terminals on direct internet for the FIS processing network. So again, without further ado, let's jump right in. When first booting up your Hyosung machine, this will be the screen that you get. So what you'll want to do is press Enter, Clear, Cancel, 1, 2, 3. You will then be brought to this out of service screen. Push operator function in the bottom right. It'll ask you to input a code. Default password is all fives. 555 555. Alright, our first stop on programming in this ATM is going to be customer setup. Then we're going to go to select processor. First place we're going to go is message format. We are in standard 1, so we are good to go there. Cancel back. Then we're going to go into EOT/ENQ option. We are going to set the top option to no ENQ required. Now that we are set there, cancel back one screen. And let's go ahead and go into TCP IP type. We are going to want to switch our type over to standard. We want SSL TLS enabled. We want our version to show up to TLS v1.2. And the SSL TLS certificate should be enabled. Go ahead and cancel back 2 screens to customer setup. Now we're going to go to surcharge mode. We see that it's enabled. We're going to go ahead and set our amount. And then we're going to input the surcharge owner. So we're going to clear all, alpha, PAI DIY. Now we're going to hit OK to save it. And our surcharge mode is all good. Let's cancel back one screen. Now we're going to go to optional function 1. And EMV. We are going to enable EMV and set our kernel version to 6.0. Notice how use common aid is enable, so we are going to go to our aid list. Alright, looks like our first list is good to go here, so we're going to hit next list. It looks like we do have to disable some here, so we're going to hit next aid and disable number 12. And we're going to come down and do the same for 17 and 18. Notice how 19 and 20 are disabled. We're going to leave them that way. Go ahead and back out. So back on customer setup, we're going to go to standard 1 option. All 3 are enable. We're going to go to extended functions. And we are not utilizing DCC here. So we are going to disable the dynamic flow. We're going to cancel back to our main menu. Now let's go to system setup. We're going to check our date and time. And it looks like they are good here, so we can cancel back one screen. If not, go ahead and update and then hit apply. Next, we want to make sure that we change all of our default passwords. So we're going to go to change password. We're going to go to operator password. All ones for that one. Then we make our new operator password. We do the same for service. This one is all 2s. That one is good. Now we can do our master. Again, this one is all 5s for the default. Now that we've updated our password, we're going to cancel. Go to terminal IP. DHCP is enabled. We do not have our Ethernet cable plugged in. That's why we're not getting any information. But we are enabled, so we're good here. We're going to cancel back all the way to the main menu. Now we're going to go to transaction setup. We have our low currency check disabled, and we have our dispense limit set. Now we need to go into our denomination. You see how it's not set? So what we have to do is we have to go into first cassette, and we have to set our denomination. But in order to do that, we must open the safe door and remove the cassette. So one moment here. With our safe door open and our cassette removed, we can input our bill count. We're going to use 20s here. So we input and hit apply. It's going to say that it's going to clear our master keys. We're going to say yes. This will take a moment. Prints out a receipt. Initializes the dispenser. And we are good. Now that it registers our 20s, we can cancel back all the way to the main menu. And now we can go to host setup. In host setup, the first thing we're going to do is make sure that health check is enabled, which it is, but we do need to adjust our interval. We're going to set that for every 6 hours. And we hit OK. We can cancel back. Now we're going to go to terminal ID. We're going to press clear all. And then alpha. We're going to leave in an upper. And we're going to enter in our terminal ID. Go to table and number. Hit OK. And we want to make sure our routing ID is good. 6 zeros for FIS. That is exactly what we want. Cancel back. Now we go to host address. We want to make sure our URL is enabled. After ensuring URL is enabled, we're going to go to address 1. We're going to do alpha and lower. We're going to type in EFT debit ATM, and we need a dot, so we go to table all the way to the right on the top row, right there. We go to number, alpha, lower, and we go F, N, F, I, S, go back to table for another dot, number, alpha, lower, C, O, M, EFT debit ATM dot FNFIS.com. Press OK. And it automatically fills in address 1 and 2. So now we go to port number 1. We're going to enter 443. And it's saved both there. So we cancel out a host address. Now we can go to key management. Enter master keys, and yes. TDES3. Once we know that TDES3 is set correctly, we have to update our key management passwords. So we go to password 1, new password, and verify. Now we can go to password 2 and verify. Cancel. Now we have to cancel out of key management and then log back in with the new passwords. So enter master keys. Yes. New password. Now we can go to edit key, master key triple, master key 3. Say yes. You see your on-screen guide. So what you do is you press entry and now enter your master keys. Once you're input, verify your KCV and press import. Success to import part A. Press entry for part B and enter in your B key. Press import. Success to import all. Now we can cancel back, exit key management, all the way back to our main menu, go to settlement, add cache, first cassette, input our bill count, not how much currency value there is, but that's just the number of notes. Press OK and apply. Cancel back. Normal operation. Now we can hook up our Ethernet cable and reboot. If you have an 8000R keypad, it's going to be the same default all zeros. But the next thing you want to do is set EPP state. Go to start. ID and password are all zeros. Start again, same thing, all zeros. And we're going to add ID, enter, and do all ones for the first one. And we verify. There's our first one, then enter again, all twos for the second. Verify. Then we can cancel. We cancel out. We have to cancel out of key management. We're going to enter master keys. Yes. Key management passwords are still default. Again, set EPP. Start. This is the all ones. Start. All twos. We go to change state. Change state. Change state. Installation state. Cancel. 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 Then we can go back in. Still all zeros. We haven't changed these passwords yet. and we go to change password, password 1, and verify. And password 2. Now remember, these are only to get into key management. Now that we've set up and initialized our keypad and it's in the proper state, we don't have to worry about that part anymore. So now that we've changed the passwords, we can cancel out of key management one more time. Enter master keys. Yes. New passwords. Key mode. T-3, just like before. Now, edit key. Master key triple. Master K3. Yes. It's the same as before. Import. Cancel. We've already set our bill count. So we should be able to back all the way out and get a welcome screen. And there's our welcome screen. You can insert your card and check your balance now. We hope you found this video guide for programming Hyosung terminals on the FIS network for direct internet informative. If you have any questions or concerns, again, please don't hesitate to call the Payment Alliance Solution Center. The number again will be down in the description below. Give us a thumbs up if you think we're still doing a good job, and get subscribed for more content coming at you each week. Thanks again. See you next time.